I am so grateful for having this yard, one filled with the lessons of nature. You may see a wasp nest, but stay with it. Keep watching and learn about what it is like to be a community. I don't bother them, and they don't bother me. There are so many blessings, and let's be clear. In speaking of blessings, I am not talking about religion. A religion is a collection of people who share the same perceptions. I'm talking about gratitude and seeing being grateful as a blessing. For example, the blessing of discrimination. Being able to discern the honesty of friendship as opposed to acceptance based on political beliefs, religious beliefs, or a sharing of some sort of fraternity. That is, the sharing of a common belief. In other words, your character is far more important to me than your superficial appearance. My gratitude is my ability to separate me from my usefulness to others. I woke up this morning in a bed provided by someone who saw a need and filled it. They gave not for the thanks of giving, but for the joy of sharing. Sharing is a blessing. I have food in the refrigerator. 3 eggs when I only needed 1. Half of a loaf of bread when I only needed 2 slices. A stick of butter when I only needed a wee bit of butter for my bread. Lots of coconut oil for my skin, hair, and food. Having access to hundreds of gallons of clean, filtered water when I only needed 1 glass of water. My dinner this evening will be a soup made from fresh tomatoes from my neighbor's garden and chicken donated from someone who saw a need to give. I'm grateful. Having what I need for my daily bread is a blessing. I own very little, and I'm grateful for having the use of so many things. When I was younger, I wanted to own things like a new car because it impressed the neighbors and friends, which of course contributed to them accepting me as a person. See what I mean? Maintaining a facade was far more important than actually showing and sharing the real me. Now, just having the use of things is a blessing. Impressing others has no value to me. When you get older, you will understand what I'm talking about. Having the knowledge and appreciation of knowing the difference between owning something and having the use of something is a blessing. My house is rented, but my attitude is that I'm grateful for the use of this house as my home, cluttered and unkempt as it is. You are welcome to visit as a friend, but you need not return if you find my abode not to your liking. That would be your choice. Your behavior does not in any way make less my gratitude for this place as my home. I am blessed to have shelter. As for clothing, I have more shirts than I can ever outwear, thanks to the generosity of those who needed to get rid of some clothing. Whether or not they're fashionable is of no interest to me. Let the fashion police have their fun at my expense. That's fine. I just know that I'm so very grateful for the gift of clothing. I am blessed. Walking my yard today made me feel so happy and contented. I felt a oneness with the Creator. And being happy with myself, my solitude was a blessing. I am so very, very grateful that I have outgrown the need of validation from others to make me feel whole. I will always be grateful for having appreciated the insight of knowing the difference between being a liability or an asset to others. I am grateful that I can, and that I always try to never give up an opportunity to do good without judgment or the sense of getting a reward. My moral stamp of approval is irrelevant to my sharing. In walking my yard and the surrounding area, I am so very grateful to be alive and have the senses to appreciate it all. The insects on the plants, the flowers on the trees, the blue sky above, and then there is me and my oneness with it all. I am so very grateful, and I am blessed.